Hi guys, I'm back, and this is gonna be very random. The past few videos have been quite random actually, but I feel really bad about being single today. I don't know why, because, well, in the sense that I think you can have days where you feel bad about single, but I think blah, blah, you can have days where you feel bad about being single, but today it's just kind of like it is about being single, but it's more like what I was feeling a few videos ago. Like, oh, just to have someone to love, just to have someone to share my days with. So, um, I'm gonna make a video about the book I just read, the book I'm currently reading, and the book that I'm going to read to next. Um, because I need to literally focus my mind on something else. And I don't know, reading is a hobby that I kind of had since I was really young. Was always at that Barnes and Nobles, was always at that library, and of course I've been kind of steadily doing it the past 2 years, but not as often or as, I guess, as rigorously, whatever, as I would like. So, anyway, I just finished Sunrise on the Reaping. That book was crazy. I genuinely can't believe that that is a movie I will be seeing on screen in the next few months in the fall. That will pretty much just most be the most devastating movie. If you don't know what Sunrise on the Reaping is, it is a continuation, prequel of The Hunger Games, and basically it is all about Katniss Everdeen's kind of mentor, Haymitch Abernathy. It's his story, his experience in the Hunger Games. It is just genuinely like the most devastating thing that could happen to a person ever. Like, his story is really, really sad and really, really terrible. And it was interesting because I ended up speaking to a friend about it, and he brought up a good point. He was like, well, he had to suffer so much, but it obviously ended up, meaning the most at the end, which is very, very true. But I think that actually kind of, and you know what's the tea? I wasn't even a big Hunger Games fan. Let me tell you, I would watch the movies. I haven't read all the books, but Sunrise on the Reaping was really good, and it just was. I'm doing like so terrible at explaining it, but it was really, really crazy. It was a really, really crazy ride because you just think that all of these things are gonna happen, and then things just kind of get worse for him. And I also kind of wanted to introduce to you guys a new child of mine. People are gonna be like, oh my god, she still has stuffed animals, so weird. This was a graduation gift from our grandparents. I think his name is Ben because he just kind of looks like a Ben. Anyway, he's here. Reading Sunrise on the Reaping, I just really don't know. Like, that book was crazy. And it was kind of crazy because there was actually so much that was kind of connecting to past Hunger Games books and past Hunger Games characters. And for some reason that was like a critique, like a great for some reason that was a critique. Like, some people didn't like it, some people said it was like too obvious or whatever, but I knew very much what was going on. And I'm actually, it's weird to be like excited about this movie and this book because literally everything goes wrong and bad, but I actually am excited for the movie. And that was the last book I read. Oh my gosh. I wanted to mention something really quick. Recently I got a comment on this YouTube channel, and it was really sweet, and it almost made me cry. It was basically about how, the person was thanking me for having the courage to be myself and to put myself out there. And even now, like, I really struggle with that, but I almost always upload because I feel like every time I feel doubt, I immediately feel like, no, this is gonna help somebody. This is gonna at least make somebody feel some type of way. And then I get a comment that kind of affirms, what I was thinking. I don't think that's gonna happen every time, but even with my celebrity crush video, there was a guy actually that commented, and he was like, actually, my celebrity crush is Dua Lipa, and I was like, period, period. I literally told him, I was like, if I make an entire video about Dua Lipa, would you tune in? Would you watch? Because I actually love Dua Lipa. But anyway, I think I just wanted to take a second and mention that you guys are really sweet, and I feel more and more comfortable putting myself out there and stuttering and crashing out and messing up my words if you guys are going to be kind about it. So thank you. Anyway, the book that I'm reading right now is Rookie by Joshua Bassett. And Joshua Bassett is a celebrity musician, public figure, I guess, that there's a lot of heat for this guy. Whoa, not like that. And oh my god, in the sense of like, there's a lot of the public feels a certain ways about him, you know what I mean? And I don't even have to mention like what he is allegedly or supposedly, or maybe he was. I don't really know. I don't really think it matters. But I know you know the lore, and if not, you just have to get back into some of your most listened songs. It's, one of them is probably there. But anyway, he's pretty much been kind of flamed and blamed and I guess bullied, for that like entire situation. And it was just crazy because the last celebrity kind of memoir book that I read was Madison Beer's, and that book was literally amazing. So I don't know, I had heard a lot about his book, and it was actually getting backlash before it was like put out for some reason, because he has like, little kind of short poems and stuff here, stuff like that. So people were like, oh my gosh, is this like what he only has in the book or whatever? And actually the subject matter here is like really heavy. Like I had to like stop reading it. I'm kind of like towards the end, like I'm literally right here, but I won't like finish it for some reason because I don't relate to everything that he talks about, but some things I definitely was like, you know. So anyway, that's me reading Rookie, and yeah, I'm almost done with it. It's just kind of crazy because he has some lore. I kind of underestimated it. He has some lore to him. And what's even crazier was that like I listened to his music, you know what I mean? I've been to his shows, but like the actual, I guess, reading is always so different to me because it's actual like genuinely kind of, even with like Sunrise on the Reaping, it's genuinely seeing into the thoughts and like mind of a person, even though Hamish Abernathy isn't real, blah blah blah. It's just kind of, it changes your perspective and it gives you a different perspective while you kind of need one. So after I finish Rookie, which will be soon because I'm almost done, I will be reading this. I found this in a Marshall's actually because we cannot always afford that trip to Barnes and Nobles. I mean, we can, but oh my god, if you see it, it still has the like $4.50 sticker on it. Anyway, I don't know anything about this book, but The Love of My Afterlife. I think a rom-com book will actually do me like a lot of good in this season of singleness. Or maybe it'll do me bad. Maybe it'll make things worse. You know what? That's okay. That's great. Ben agrees. Why not? Right? Why not? At least I have books. I'm gonna go.